Mistakes are inevitable. Every person, at some point in life, stumbles, falters, or makes a decision that leads to an undesired outcome. But what if these mistakes weren't as detrimental as we often make them out to be? Henry Ford, a revolutionary figure in the automotive industry, once said, "The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing." This simple yet profound statement challenges our understanding of failure, urging us to embrace our missteps as valuable learning opportunities rather than as setbacks. Rethinking mistakes, growth in disguise. The concept of learning from mistakes is a cornerstone of personal growth. From the moment we take our first steps as toddlers, our journey is filled with errors and attempts. If a child were to give up after stumbling a few times, they'd never learn to walk. It is through falling and rising repeatedly that we master the skill of movement. This very principle extends to our adult lives. The pursuit of growth, whether personal or professional, demands that we occasionally lose our balance, fall, and get up again. Mistakes provide us with feedback. They shine a light on our areas of weakness, highlighting what didn't work, which allows us to adjust our actions. Often, these failures are more valuable than our successes, because they force us to evaluate our decisions, habits, and approaches. It's only when we become receptive to what these moments teach us that we move forward. The fear of failing. Yet, many people have a fear of making mistakes. Society tends to celebrate success while shaming failure. We often perceive mistakes as a reflection of our inadequacies. However, avoiding mistakes altogether might mean missing out on chances for growth. The fear of failure can paralyze us, keeping us in our comfort zones, making us hesitant to take risks, try something new, or challenge ourselves. But it is those who dare to face the unknown, understanding that missteps are part of the learning process, who truly make progress. The key is to redefine failure. Instead of viewing it as a final verdict, see it as an ongoing conversation with life, an opportunity to learn, adapt, and evolve. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. Those who accomplish remarkable feats are not devoid of mistakes, they are willing to learn from every setback. Lessons in resilience. Henry Ford himself is an excellent example of someone who learned from mistakes. Before achieving success with the Ford Motor Company, he faced multiple business failures. Each one, instead of discouraging him, became a stepping stone toward the revolutionary success he eventually built. His willingness to absorb the lessons embedded in his setbacks played a key role in his later achievements. This attitude of resilience is crucial for anyone striving for personal growth. When you make a mistake, it's not the end of the road. It's an opportunity to evaluate what went wrong and how you can approach things differently the next time. The value lies not in the mistake itself but in how we respond to it. Do we ignore it, brush it off, and repeat the same error? Or do we take time to understand what it can teach us? Shifting focus to learning. Embracing mistakes means focusing on learning rather than perfection. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, we should be curious about why it happened and what it can reveal about ourselves. This mindset turns errors into catalysts for growth rather than sources of regret. In doing so, we nurture adaptability, creativity, and a spirit of continuous improvement. To put it simply, a mistake is not a dead end, it's a detour. It's a signal from life, redirecting us toward better paths and deeper understanding. As long as we stay open to the lessons they offer, our mistakes become indispensable tools in crafting a wiser and more resilient version of ourselves. Henry Ford's words remind us that it is not our errors that define us, but what we choose to do after making them. Learning is the essence of living, and the only true mistake is refusing to embrace that learning journey. So the next time you face a setback, remember, it's an invitation to grow, and that makes all the difference. Thank you and see you soon.